good morning. Welcome to the chat on our very last week of broadcasting. We've had incredible 4 weeks of operation on the show. It's been an absolute pleasure to have this show for a 4 week, but however, we are going to continue with a new programme in 2 weeks' time called The New Position, and it will be based on the same format as this show, but it will be slight different. We'll be speaking more on that show. We'll be speaking more on that show. A little later. Of course, we'll be speaking on the local and national news. And of course, since it's a lovely sunny day today, I will be presenting the weather for you today, as Des is unable to do the weather today. And of course, we got a special treat for you on the jukebox. We got the mighty Coldplay with their song Viva La Vida, so don't miss that. Anyway, now it's time to take a look. At the headlines we got this morning. The Prime Minister, Boris Johnson, is still in charge despite the hospital admission for him contracting the coronavirus. The Prime Minister is still very much in charge of the government despite spending the night in hospital with coronavirus. The Housing Secretary, Robert Jenrick, has said the Prime Minister has been taken to a London hospital yesterday evening with persistent symptoms, including a temperature, for a series of routine tests. It is said that to be a step taken on the advice of his doctor. Mr. Johnson, aged 55, has been tested positive for coronavirus 10 days ago. Foreign Secretary Dominic Raab will chair Monday morning's coronavirus meeting in his place, Mr. Jenrick said. Last month, the Prime Minister spokesman said if Mr. Johnson was unwell and unable to work, Mr. Raab, as the first Secretary of State, would stand in. Mr. Jenrick told BBC Breakfast, "We hope that as a result of these tests, the Prime Minister will be able to come back to Downing Street as soon as possible. He's been working extremely hard, leading the government and being consistently updated. That is going to continue." Anyway, here's what Jenrick said.
He's been working extremely hard, leading the government and being constantly updated. That's going to continue. Obviously, today he's in hospital having the tests, but he'll continue to be kept informed as to what's happening and to be in charge of the government. And as I say, I think we all do, that he has a speedy recovery and he gets back to number 10 and can take charge in the way he would want to as soon as possible. I'm sure this is very frustrating for him, somebody like Boris who wants to be hands-on running the government from the front, but nonetheless he's still very much in charge of the government.
Anyway, that was Jenrick on his report. Anyway, of course, we've got other stuff in store for you today. The department store chain Debenhams has entered administration, could be entering administration, and it will be the second department store to go into administration this year following the demise of Bealls. Anyway, now let's catch up on the weather. Now let's take a look at the weather. As you can see, it's a beautiful sunny day, but we cannot go out at all for unnecessary leisure because of the coronavirus lockdown. But we'll take a look at the weather from where you are. Anyway, let's take a look. So then, overnight, the cloud will begin to build through this evening, bringing outbreaks of rain, which could be heavy at times. Overnight, the rain will begin to clear eastwards towards dawn, with clearer skies following windy for a while. Today there will be a patchy cloud and sunny spells throughout Monday morning, a chance of few showers around lunchtime, then longer spells of sunshine developing later, winds easing but still breezy. And that's what the weather is in store for you this morning. We'll be back later. It's now time to join the team in News Round. See you later. Hello again, welcome back. Now, as you probably remembered last night, I suppose you might be watching your television of Her Majesty the Queen doing her speech, broadcasting live from Windsor Castle to thank everybody who are in self-isolation. She said that better days will return and soon everything will return to normal, so you can always check on that. And of course I'm going to review you a lot of stuff from what the Queen had got to say last night. It was a very dramatic time, and it has been a bad time because since we've had it in, because as you probably might know, we should have been having our leisure time together, but apparently during this pandemic time, the critical time, the lockdown, it has been a really poor time and bad rollercoaster emotion. But I'm sure that eventually at some point that we might continue. Now you probably might be knowing about the new programme starting in 2 weeks' time. It's called The New Position. And anyway, let's take a look at the opening titles, how it's going to look like. Hope you enjoyed those new opening titles of New Position. That will be starting on the 20th of April. So it'll be starting. So this program will be starting on the 20th of April. So make sure that you do not miss that new program. Anyways, it's now time for the jukebox, and today we have a special guest. We've got the mighty Coldplay with Viva La Vida, and I hope that you enjoy it.
When I gave the word, now in the morning I sleep alone. Sweep the streets I used to own. I used to roll the dice, feel the fear in my enemy's eyes. Listen as the crowd would sing. Now the old king is dead, long live the king. One minute I held the key, next the walls were closed on me, and I discovered that my castle stand upon pillars of salt and pillars of sand. I hear Jerusalem bells are ringing, Roman cavalry choirs are singing. Be my mirror, my sword and shield, my missionaries in a foreign field. For some reason I can't explain, once you go there was never an honest word. That was when I ruled the world. The wicked and wild wind blew down the doors to let me in. Shattered windows and the sound of drums. People couldn't believe what I'd become. And revolutionaries wait for my head on a silver plate, just a puppet on a lonely string. Oh, who would ever wanna be king? I hear Jerusalem bells are ringing, Roman cavalry choirs are singing. Be my mirror, my sword and shield, my missionary That was when I ruled the world.
Wow, well done, Coldplay performing on the jukebox. And of course, what a fantastic time we have had to begin our final week. And anyway, that's about it from today. We'll be back tomorrow, and the Pet Shop Boys will be on our jukebox. So make sure you don't miss the jukebox. And we have another special treat on the jukebox. Coldplay are going to be performing. And since we'll be saying goodbye, what a good adventure of a lifetime this is. And of course, that's it from us now. We'll be back tomorrow. I'm now going to leave you with Coldplay to finish the show on the jukebox with Adventure of a Lifetime. See you tomorrow.
Turn your magic on. With me she'd say everything you want to dream away. We are legends every day. That's what she told me. I feel my heart beating. I feel my heart underneath my skin. I feel my heart beating. You make me feel like I'm alive again. Alive again. Oh, you make me feel like I'm alive again. Said I can't go on, not in this way. I'm a dreamer, die by light of day. Gonna hold up half the sky and say, only I own it. And I feel my heart beating. I feel my heart underneath my skin. Oh, I can feel my heart beating. 'Cause you make me feel like I'm alive again. Everything you want to dream away. Under this pressure, under this weight, we are diamonds taking shape. We are diamonds taking shape.